I'm here for love, and I'm here to have music bring me together with someone.
It is Bachelor in Paradise meets A Star Is Born, but with this eccentric twist.
I am very jealous, okay? I'm a jealous, crazy bitch.
Listen to your heart. Come in for Bachelor Nation on Monday, April 13th. We need it. We are so ready for it.
I'm really excited because, look, I mean, The Bachelor and Bachelorette are my baby. We've been doing it for 18 years, but it is this formula. It changes from season to season, but it's this. Whereas when we got to Listen to Your Heart, it was a blank slate. You had a bunch of characters that didn't really speak the language and know. I mean, there was a guy, you'll see episode 1, he has no idea who I am. I literally had to introduce myself, much less the show. And so it was exercising this different muscle of creating a new show. And yes, if you're Bachelor Nation, it will feel lovely and familiar, but with this eccentric twist.
Whoa, whoa, gravity.
Music is so intoxicating. It led to a deeper connection.
I keep comparing it to more of a paradise vibe, as you said. But what I keep thinking about is, unlike Paradise, where everybody gets to the beach and, oh, I watched you on her season, and oh, I saw you on Instagram. These people don't know each other, right? So how do you think that affects things? Because that's something really new for the franchise that hasn't happened in years and years, that you just have a cast of people begin and no one has any thoughts or awareness of the others.
Well, I'll be brutally honest. That's one of the toughest things about television. And the scariest thing about reality TV is having all new characters that you have to be introduced to. Because it takes patience from you, Bachelor Nation, that you have to sit there and go, okay, who's Jamie? Who's Rudy? Who's Chris? Who's Matt? Who's Trevor? But I think it makes it fresh, it makes it exciting, and it makes these relationships, and there are very strong relationships, super organic. And you see them in the incubation period, and you see the awkwardness, and it's fun, and it's uncomfortable as heck.
The lying and the cheating, did that happen?
I told you there was some emotional cheating.
One criticism the franchise has gotten the past couple of years is that people are going on just to get that social media following. So did you find that lack of awareness brought more genuine connections? Because with this, you also have the twist of, are people going on it just to get a career in music?
Well, and that's kind of the thing. We took the onus off of that. It's not about that, because it is about that. And so kind of making it about that kind of took the pressure off, in that it is about their music, but it's about love. And you have to be there to find both. And you'll see that in the show. Those that are trying to fake it, those that are just hoping that people won't see it, you do.
So you just straight up told everybody from the beginning, you're here for music and love.
Well, actually, straight up from the beginning, I said, you're here for love.
Okay.
Music will come. And that is a very important distinction. You are here because everybody's really looking for love. You're at a place in your life that you're open to this, but you want to make it in the music industry.
But what's interesting about that is, does it completely remove what is often one of the big dramatic focal points of Bachelor, Bachelorette, which is, are you here for the right reasons? Is that a discussion on Listen to Your Heart?
Yeah, because that is something that we always fight on this show, and we were really adamant as producers. This has to be about relationships, about love. And as producers, we were able to tailor the show and create a show that really drove that. And then, yeah, there are musical performances, and there will be people voted off, and it has to do with their performances, but it has just as much to do with their chemistry and their relationships. And you'll see how it plays out.
Is there the promise of proposals at the end?
Of course. I mean, there's always the hope and the promise of love. And if love is strong enough, it would be a proposal. And some, maybe multiple couples would ride off into the sunset. I mean, it's happened in Paradise.
Multiple times,
multiple couples. The ultimate dream of the show is that at the end of the day, we have one superstar couple that is the Listen to Your Heart champion couple, and they are deeply, madly in love. And
the Jackson and Ally.
The Jackson and Ally. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for Bradley and Lady Gaga. Look, I don't have to preach to the choir here, but that moment at the Oscars when Bradley and Lady Gaga were performing together, and we all thought they could literally fall on the stage and make a baby right at that moment. That is what we're trying to create. That's what Listen to Your Heart is. Can you create that chemistry?
I wonder if Lady Gaga knows that, because she's a Bachelor fan. She tweeted about Peter's season.
Look.
She needs to know.
Gaga, we're all fans, and season 2, please be a part of it. But no, it is about that. And the cool thing is, this was really different. The first stand-up, when I'm in front of the house and I say, welcome to Listen to Your Heart, I talk about A Star Is Born. I talk about Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. It felt really weird because it's so out of place.
You've never given a nod to something else that inspired, like Bachelor was its own creation. So you guys even nodding or acknowledging something else on that level is strange.
But we honestly took a page from that script and thought, can we, with our Bachelor magic, create that?
We have to talk about something that's not the same, which is that when you're doing that first stand-up, you're not at the mansion. Where are you guys? You are at a mansion.
Yeah.
Why not the Bachelor Mansion on Listen to Your Heart?
Two very specific reasons. One, the Bachelor Mansion, as massive as it is not big enough space-wise for this, because we need space for performances. People, just a lot more space because there's a lot more people. And on top of that, we thought, fresh show, fresh look. Bachelor in Paradise is somewhere different. We really wrestled with this idea. We like, you know what? Let's go somewhere different. We could have crammed it into the mansion, but we thought let's take it to a different place. It's kind of a ranch with a mansion on it, and so we got lots of sprawling space because one of the first performances is actually on the property.
That property.
Yeah,
okay.
So it works.
Okay. We get rose ceremonies. Are they similar to?
Of course, there's rose ceremonies.
Well, how do they work? Are they similar to Paradise? Is it men picking women picking men in groups?
So at first it is Bachelor in Paradise. Women voting off men voting off women, and strongest couple survive. Then we get into the performances.
It was hot, it was sexy, it was passionate.
We have celebrity judges and also some famous faces from our Bachelor family, and they will decide who makes it out of those performances.
Wow.
But they also realize it's about the performance and the chemistry.
So they are judging the chemistry.
100%. That's why we brought in JoJo and Jordan, Rachel and Brian, Ari and Lauren, Caitlin and Jason. They're a part of this because, Jason Mraz and Kesha and Pat Monahan and Rita Wilson.
You two have a clear connection that I thought was so beautiful.
All these people are brilliant, but can they also see that chemistry? So we wanted our people to have an expert eye on it as well.
Some people pointed out that it looks like the Listen to Your Heart finale seems to now be airing on the night Bachelorette was supposed to premiere. So does Bachelorette get pushed back months? Do you film for a shorter amount of time? What kind of discussions are happening around that?
The Bachelorette's our baby. This is what's paramount to us right now. And as soon as we get back, the Bachelorette's on tap. That's the first thing we're gonna do. The deal with Listen to Your Heart is we're gonna try and extend that and create as much content as we possibly can. We were rushing to get Listen to Your Heart on Monday, April 13th. That we were crushing post-apartment. Now we're doing this from home. So even the version that I just watched isn't cut. It's not ready to go. It's not ready to air. And so I'm still watching rough versions of the show. It's not even ready to be consumed yet. So again, we are doing our best to get content on and create as much content as we can, but trying to do it from home like everybody else is.
Well, you guys do that with Bachelor and Bachelorette sometimes. Yeah. You pull one more episode out than you'd intended to and adjust the schedule.
It's not crazy for ABC to call and say, hey, episode 4, can you guys do another hour or whatever? And so that happens quite a bit. And so it's not crazy to look deeper into the show and think, hey, could episode 6 have 3 hours or whatever? So we're just trying to be creative and trying to leave all the cards on the table.
We are going to get the TBD number of episodes, it sounds like.
Yeah, how many are scheduled right now?
I think it was originally 6.
27 episodes of Listen to Your Heart.
God, poor Jed Wyatt. If he just waited.
Yeah, I got a lot of those
one more
tweets.
Year.
We always knew it's me and you.
It's like he just missed it.
Yeah.
I think we invited him on to be a part of it.
And he said,
I think he probably had enough.
We are recording this interview on Zoom. You mentioned potentially doing things on Zoom. We want Listen to Your Heart to be a huge hit. It's going to be, I think, the next beloved Bachelor show. So could you do a Listen to Your Heart reunion? Would it be on Zoom?
There's definitely potential with that. I think look, we're going to first of all wait and see. Hopefully everybody loves the show and they want more of it. If there is this appetite for more, and we think that there's enough story there where there's relationships or whatever it is where it garners a special, then unless we can get people safely into a studio, it would definitely be done without an audience. But I think we could Zoom.
Could we see Listen to Your Heart cast members on Paradise? Is the plan to bring them in?
I don't know. That's not off the table. We have some great cast members that you guys are about to be introduced to on Monday. And I think people are going to fall in love with them and connect with them the way they do Bachelor and Bachelorette contestants. And so maybe that's an end around. Maybe that's a way to get to it faster. I don't know.
Okay. I mean, I guess I sort of thought even without this pandemic happening that you could potentially bring Listen to Your Heart people into paradise.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a new franchise. It's a new experiment for us. And so honestly, it's kind of fun that I'm a little scared to see what happens Monday night. I hope you all watch. I hope you all love it. But you never know. But if people resonate and really pop off that show, and I know the characters and I think they're going to, I could easily see off the top of my head 4, 5, 6 of these people that would perfectly slide into the Bachelor world.
Okay, bring those guitars to the beach.